I sweat profusely, awaiting the dreaded moment. Each tick of the clock tenses my muscles that much more, every minute making more hair stand on end. It's coming for me. I can feel it. Death.
Ugh.
Death in the form of a single sheet of paper. Oh, you didn't study for a test, did you? I take a small pile of papers from the student in front of me and pass it backwards after plucking off the top piece. Looking at the top right of the page, I find my fears realized within that small red circle. 43!
Oh god, you are so Japanese and you're
Watch
like
it, watch it,
overachieving.
watch it be like out of 45.
Yeah. No! I didn't get perfect. I'm a failure.
The bonus question, no! I hang my head and sigh in resignation. Cursing under my breath, I can feel the aura of a similar sentiment rising from the entire class. It's strange, but the fact lifts my mood by a minuscule amount. Misery loves company, I suppose. As the teacher opens her mouth, the room braces for oh, no, not right now. The room braces for inevitable onslaught.
What?
I didn't put my phone on silent.
Oh.
Only to be saved at the last minute. We quickly move to collect our bags and leave for lunch post haste, but the teacher delivers a parting broadside.
Oh, it's a she.
It's a she.
Um.
Don't think too hard. Professional, business, very strict.
We'll be discussing the test scores next lesson. Needless to say, there will be quite...
Oh my fuck! It's Kenji.
there will be quite some discussion to be had.
It's just Kenji in drag. He's been posing as a teacher for like the whole time he's been there.
A collective groan resounds from the class, now reduced to shuffling out dejectedly. I push a sheet into my bag as I walk along the hallway, crumpling it in the process. It's enough that such a troublesome letter ended up on my desk yesterday. Now this. I hate English. Go with Misha. Only Misha would say something like this.
No, I cheated. Sorry.
Oh, wow!
I cheated. I had to find out who it was so I didn't screw it up. Only I know.
Hisao!
A stern female voice gruffly calls out from behind me. I freeze on the spot, my face becoming like stone. It's as if I can feel my brain disconnecting from my body. My eyes slowly shift right, trying to catch a glimpse of the disembodied voice. No, nothing? My face begins to slip as time passes, and I decide to risk turning my head. Ever so slowly, I twist it to the... Gah! I jump in the air and drop my bag, yelling out in surprise. As I recover and regain my composure, I turn to see. I should have known. Emmy.
Gotcha, Hisao.
She stands there with a mischievous grin on her face, hands towards and fingers pointed inwards. She was the one who jabbed my ribs with her fingers. I look down at her with a grimace, rubbing my hair in frustration. That's no way to greet someone, you know.
You have no sense of humor.
I left my sense of humor in English class. Complain to the teacher if you want it given back to me. She pulls her best puppy dog eyes on me as she pouts. Lily's managed to build up a resistance to the tactic. Really? I'm so done with your bullshit, Hisao. But Emmy's short stature adds enough to the effect to make me relent. So, how are things? I haven't seen you around for a while.
Same old, same old. I run so fast, nobody wants to join me on my morning runs. It's a real pain.
Her modesty never fails to amuse me.
Although...
Oh.
You know what I'm thinking, don't you, Hisao?
Wearing my emotions on my sleeves is one of my worst habits. She's seen right through me. Fortunately, I see somebody else approaching us that will give me an out. Oh, hi Hanako. I give her a welcoming wave and try my best at looking like I haven't noticed Emmy's pouting face. She gives me a small wave back.
Hello, Hisao. Emmy. Hey, Hanako.
I'll join you and Lily in a sec. Actually, speaking of lunchtime company, it's sad to see you without Rin, Emmy.
Ah, Rin!
Without a second word, she forgets all about us and bolts off up the hallway. She must have forgotten she was waiting for her. Hanako and I stand speechless, only able to helplessly stand and watch this ball of seemingly boundless energy dash off.
Oh yeah, Hisao?
She suddenly stops herself just before vanishing around the corner to the rooftop staircase, spinning around to see our bemused faces.
I hate English too.
And with that, she disappears.
Ooh. She's trying to steal you.
No, it's totally her personality too, right?
Yeah.
Like, she's.
This
we
is
all
like this is so interesting because it's a side of her that that we like forgot about.
that she's super flirty
Mm-hmm.
and like popular,
Yeah.
and she's a secret nymph, foe.
Well, we definitely saw that side of her, and then some cuttlefish and chinchillas and kabocha squashes.
All I can do is hang my head and give a long sigh, thoroughly left in the dust. As I hear a short giggle coming from behind me, I turn to see Hanako smiling at the corner of my attacker. Smiling at the corner my attacker rounded. I pick up my drop bag from the floor and quickly dust it off. Afternoon. Been busy?
You don't like English?
Oh, nah. I had a test on it a while back, and Emmy caught me brooding about the results.
Sorry.
She averts her gaze, guilt written on her face. A casual observer would think she'd just accidentally remind me of a dead relative. Come on now, it's not your fault. How are you doing in it? She looks up, though still avoiding meeting my eyes.
Alright, I suppose.
An awkward silence passes. They seem all too common around Hanako.
Oh, Lily asked if you'd like to join us for lunch on the roof?
I guess I don't exactly have any pressing engagements to attend to. Sure, I'll be right up.
I'll go get my lunch from the cafeteria now, then.
Go on. You don't need my approval to leave, you know.
Okay, I'll be going then.
She gives a skittish reply, a small nod, and quickly makes off toward the cafeteria. I guess she must have forgotten to bring lunch today. As I walk through the hallways, more and more students start to come out of the classrooms and pass me, going in the same direction as Hanako went. The buzzing is back.
Oh. What about now?
I don't know. Oh no, it's still there.
Okay, one sec. What about now?
I think we're good.
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
By the time I manage to take it to the stairs, to make it to the stairs, I'm having
Take it to the
push.
stairs.
Oh. I'm having to push my way past a busily chatting. Oh my god.
Ooh.
It's one of those days. Chatting throng of students. I finally managed to get past the last of the crowd and round the staircase, slumping slightly in relief and slowing my pace before I open the door to the roof. Wait. Damn. Wait.
What are you waiting for?
Why are we on the roof?
Because Hanako just invited us to have lunch on the roof, but she had to go get lunch first.
Oh my god. I totally thought that this was like Emmy and Riz. Wow.
Well, they're probably going to be up there too.
This is so weird. Why are we not in the room? The chest room, the empty
It's
room.
a nice day.
Oh man. I momentarily avert my eyes, all but blinded by the harsh summer sun. Huh? As I slowly regain my vision, the surroundings finally take form. Lily, Emmy, and Rin sit together on the rooftop. The top of the hilltop forest round Yamaku visibly past the fence around them, as if to frame the view.
Ah, Hisao.
Lily and Ren give a quick nod of acknowledgement and a deep nod of greeting, respectively. I start walking towards the rather mismatched trio. I can't help marveling at the speed which Emmy devours the rest of her half-eaten banana.
I see what you did there.
Hey, strange to see you three together like this.
It seems to have been quite the day of coincidences. Emmy and Rin decided to eat on the roof just as Hanako and I decided to.
You stole it. The spot was ours.
Simmer down. You can't steal a place in the school. I plonked myself down beside Lily, the four of us creating a semicircle.
I think she's right.
You too?
The butterfly is her accomplice.
As I glance around, sure enough, a small yellow butterfly floats across my field of vision. So, tell me, how did this butterfly help Lily steal this spot?
It scouted our conversation and told her.
Oh, not you too! With the friggin' conspiracies! Butterflies! Really?
I should have known better than to expect sound reasoning from Rin. Regardless, I guess it won't hurt to play along. You're telling me she can talk to butterflies.
There are people who talk to horses called horse whisperers.
No, Rin, that...
Lily must be a butterfly whisperer. I'm so fucking high. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore.
I bury my head in my hands as Emmy rounds on her strange companion. She doesn't seem to share Rin's sense of humor.
Whisperers don't work like that.
Rin, no, stop. Emmy and Rin continue their banter as I turn to Lily, who's busy finishing off her small box of curry and rice. So, what brought you up here, anyway?
A little fresh air every now and then doesn't hurt.
Ah!
Emmy breaks off from her vain attempts to introduce the concept of logic to Rin.
That was why we came up here too.
Something tells me it was her idea alone, and that Rin only got dragged up here on Emmy's whim. Then again, the same could probably be said of Lily and Hanako.
Now we can share.
The creaking of the door to the roof can be heard as soon as she says the words. A moment of silence falls over us as everyone's attention focuses on the figure appearing from it. Hanako slowly walks over to us, her eyes pinned to the ground, silently ruining the attention she's attracting. She tenses, just barely, when her eyes meet Rin's.
That was so cute. Can we just take a minute to appreciate how freaking cute that little like inch and
The slide,
like,
and then just
everyone watching her.
I can't help but raising an eyebrow as she walks over to us and sits next to me, doing her utmost to avoid looking up even as she brings her cafeteria bread to her mouth. So, how do you and Emmy know each other anyways?
Emmy's somewhat well known around the school for her athletic ability. She's the fastest member on the track and field club by some margin, even beating Miki Miura at the track meet last week.
Miki Miura. Ah, that tan girl from the front of my class. Considering her height and toned body, being able to beat her is quite an accomplishment. Looking over to Emmy, it's very clear she's well aware of this fact, and she beams proudly.
So, Hisao, what was your score in English?
Ouch. No comment.
Boo.
She puffs her cheeks and pouts, but it doesn't take long for her to bounce back.
Alright. I'll show you mine if you show me yours, deal? We can go to the shed.
Oh god! No!
I hear there's some gloves in there.
I'm sorry. Too soon. I'm not even over it yet.
I know where Tyrone keeps the lube too.
Oh god, it's flavored.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, fine.
Okay, on the count of 3, we both say our results. 1, 2, 3. 32.
I beam a mischievous grin.
Ah, evil, 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 evil!
You said it, not me. Still, the fact that you managed an even lower score than me is kind of amazing.
Ah.
She looks and sounds like a small terrier growling at an intruder. I can't say it's the most threatening sight I've seen.
Either way, scoring higher than 32 isn't something to boast about, much less scoring below it for any subject.
Yes, Lily.
Sorry, Lily.
I could help you with your English if you'd like. It would be my pleasure to.
No, that's fine, but I appreciate the thought, really.
Lily looks slightly deflated, her hopes of imparting her knowledge dashed. Judging from her badly hidden laughter at the rest of us, neither she nor Emmy seem to have garnered too much pity. Oh, as I sit happily laughing though, I feel my voice suddenly cut off as my chest clenches. I sit in silence for a few seconds, all my concentration forced on my heartbeat. It's only a small pain, but the ache feels like it's growing.
Oh, jeez, he's gonna die.
Breathe deeply. Breathe deeply. I glance upward and try to keep at least some of my attention on my surroundings. To see Emmy suddenly freezing when she noticed the expression of pain on my face out of the corner of her eye.
Hey, Hisao, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I look back down and redouble my efforts to try and stay calm, clenching my fist to try and dull the pain. It takes a short time, but the pain, thankfully, begins to fade. When I look back up, there's only silence and pensive faces to be seen. I guess I'd better explain myself. Arrhythmia. I'm fine, it's just a heart flutter.
Are you sure? Should we get the nurse?
Taking her cue, Hanako quickly picks herself up and begins to dash to the door. Hanako, stop! Oh, Lily, I'm fine.
You look like a wet, wrinkled tomato.
Huh? As I bring my hand to my forehead, I can feel the beads of sweat gathered on it and dab them off with my cuff. Thanks, I told you, I'm fine. I'm just kind of fragile, I guess. The entire atmosphere has changed from one of gaiety?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, got it. To downcast faces, the situation being too awkward for anyone to know exactly how to react. And of course, the whole thing is thanks to me. It just had to happen now, around others.
Oh, Emmy.
Hmm?
She looks up, a box of juice halfway in her... Oh, to her mouth.
I haven't told you of my score yet, have I?
Yeah, well, you're half foreign, so your score doesn't count anyway.
Lifting an eyebrow, I inquisitively turned to Lily. What was your test results, anyway? She gives a cheeky grin.
100%. Perfect score.
That is... I would have never thought Lily is one to, like, boast about her academic proficiency. What?
It's awesome.
No way. All I can do is hang my mouth open and wonder. Considering those tests are insane even for some native speakers, I can only imagine she's gone and done something like committing to mind part of the dictionary. A gift of rote memorization, maybe. That's...
See, only someone part foreign could get a score that good.
See...
Why you gotta point it out, man?
Lily and I grin at Emmy's expense, her reaction identical to mine, but I'd first tripped on the little landmine. Lily's foreign ancestry does raise a point, though. Ah, that's right. You leave tomorrow for Scotland, don't you?
That's correct. Emmy heard some rumors about it. It seems word spreading quickly, considering I only told a friend in my class a couple of days ago.
It must be so nice to go halfway around the world on a holiday. Hey, could you buy me something while you're there?
Don't be too shy now. Lily gives a lighthearted giggle, evidently fully expecting Emmy's bluntness. The rest of the lunch continues much the same as before, the jauntiness from before my heart flutter, thankfully returning in full. As everyone files off with the appropriate farewells, only Lily and I are left.
They're gonna make out. They're gonna make out.
Ooh. Hey, Lily? She packs the last of her things into her bag and clips it shut before perking her head up slightly.
Hmm?
Thanks for breaking the silence back there. I kind of wanted to stop it, but didn't really know how to. As much as I'd like to sound less morose about it, the letter from yesterday, screwing up a test so badly in class, and now my heart make things very hard indeed. She gives an indulgent smile and nods. I hope she hasn't picked up on it, but knowing her, it's unlikely that she hasn't.
Emmy's strong, but only human. We do worry about you, Hisao.
Oh, hold on. Why would I worry you? Her smiling face collapses, becoming uncomfortably serious.
Hisao, we are not ignorant of your situation. Unlike...
She suddenly cuts herself short, unsure of whether she should say what she intends to. I give a weak smile and rest my hand on her shoulder. Don't. It's enough that I worry about it. I don't want you all to shoulder my burden.
But...
If you all worry about it, I have to worry about your worrying, if that makes sense. I'm fine, okay? For a moment, she looks to be lost in thought, carefully pondering how to react.
Hisao, do you have any paper left from your food's packaging?
I think so? I'll just check. I rummage around my bag for the leftovers from lunch, eventually finding a paper square from my sandwich package. My eyebrows raised and my expression rather quizzical, I gently place the square into Lily's hand. Without another word, she brings her finger around it to feel out its edges.
This should be large enough.
With both of us seated on the roof, the minutes till the lesson ticking away, she proceeds to lay the item on the ground and begin to work in earnest. Wrapped in silence, I watch her fingers move about on the small square with amazing dexterity. A small fold here, a large fold here. Her fingertips keep a slow but sure pace. Looking up, her expression is calm and placid. The fact her face is pointed well above the sheet in front of her makes the sight of her work all the more curious. Her shoulders slump a bit after finishing one final fold, her work apparently done. It's only when she holds the item up in her hand that I realize what it is.
Aww.
A small origami crane. Light brown thanks to the packaging used. The result looks quite delicate and precise. You can do origami?
I taught myself how to do it when I was younger. It improved my dexterity a bit.
Huh? A little baffled, I carefully take the small bird from her pale, cupped hands, as if it would break from the slightest breath. It seems to be folded quite well, and holds its shape easily. We both grab our bags and head out the door, Lily extending her cane as she does. I hold Lily's handiwork up to my face for further inspection while we walk down the hallway, her hand running along the silver handrails for orientation. If she taught herself origami to improve her dexterity, with the use of her hands meaning so much to her given condition, so that's it. I smile as I realize the bird's meaning. Everyone here has had to find their own ways of dealing with their conditions. You aren't alone here when you have problems. Thanks, Lily. I appreciate this. She gives a sweet smile and a nod, not using words where none need to be used in her typical manner.
All I ask is that you take care of yourself, Hisao.
Don't worry, I will.
Promise?
Promise. And with that, we part ways. To be honest, I don't know what annoys me more, the fact that I could die at any moment, or the fact that everyone knows that. I guess I'll just take each day as it comes, as the unexpected present in my hand reminds me I'm not alone here. Even though I may be like this, I'm not alone. If anyone worries, I'll smile. I'll smile enough for all their worries to go away. That's super poetic.
Ah, save point.
The moment the bell rings out, a collective sigh of relief comes from everyone. Much of the morning's been taken up by a droning lecture on stoic
Stoichiometry!
geometry,
Yeah.
a topic entirely unbefitting of the insufferable heat permeating the classroom. Knowing that attempting to teach anything more would be an exercise in futility, Muto gives up and begins clearing the teaching materials from his desk for the day. As meaningless banter starts filling the classroom, I notice Hanako getting up and coming to my desk. She's been a lot less withdrawn lately, something which gives me a small measure of satisfaction.
Hello, Hisao.
Hey, wanna go pick up Lily then? It's close to the time when she'd need to get going if she's going to make the flight.
About that. She said she might be held up a bit by her classmates.
I suppose that makes sense. Her class usually gets off a little earlier than ours, so Lily would normally have to come to our classroom. Her class must be sending her off. Well, never mind. We can wait outside her classroom for once, right? She gives a small giggle before not. Oh my god.
She's so cute.
Hanako, please. The two of
We're
us.
already in Lily's arms.
No,
Go.
stop!
We can't go back.
The two of us taking our things and leaving for 3-2's classroom. When we reach our destination, I stop in idle amusement at the scene inside. One of the shorter girls from the class has Lily wrapped in an enthusiastic hug, her head no higher than Lily's chin. Her other friends, of which there are several, are gathered around her as well. Lily simply smiles kindly and hugs her back. I guess Lily must be pretty popular. Compared to Shizune's harsh but fair dictatorship of 3-3, Lily seems more like a mother figure of 3-2, to say nothing of her height and looks. Kenji's pointedly cool demeanor as he packs up his things at his seat in the back corner of the classroom is expected. He's no doubt far from a fan of the fuss being made about Lily's leaving. Looking beside me and seeing Hanako follow my gaze, I decided to finally enter the room. Afternoon, Lily. It's just me and Hanako. Hanako withers noticeably when exposed to din being made around Lily. Try as she might, I doubt she'll ever completely get over her social anxiety.
Hello.
Lily manages to work out her position reasonably well, her classmates detaching herself without a second word. A look of slight exasperation is written on Lily's face, though I can't say I blame her.
Hello, Hisao. Hanako. Do we have much time before the flight leaves?
I give a quick glance at my watch, taking the trip to the airport into account. There's a good 10, maybe 15 minutes left while still allowing for contingencies. Yeah, we still have a few minutes to kill. I wouldn't worry about missing it yet.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Is that Hanako? Uh-oh, I think we've just inadvertently become entangled in Lily's social web.
It's
The
a girl.
Is that Hanako? Oh shit. Return.
What did you do?
Wait, how do we go back? Oh wait. Yes,
Scroll.
there.
There you go.
The girl is probably part of the legally blind faction of the class like Kenji, given her almost window pane-like spectacles. Her short, roughly cut hair gives her a look that fits her excitable expression.
Hello.
She takes Hanako's hand and pulls it up and down enthusiastically. I really don't get how girls can be so social to someone they only know as a friend of a friend. While Hanako exchanges nervous greetings, I look around the room for my short and overdressed next-door neighbor. Thank God he's dressed. Try as I might, he seems to have slipped out of the classroom without anyone noticing. For a moment, I try to think of a possible career path that could reasonably benefit from his single skill, before putting my mind to more pertinent matters. Lily seems pleased, if somewhat guarded, about the enthusiasm Hanako suddenly excited from those around her. She might not see it, but Hanako's much less panicked about the affair than I'd anticipated. Shuffling my way through the gaggle of classmates, I eventually managed to reach her. Don't worry, Hanako's fine.
Thank you. I thought she might be overwhelmed by them.
Don't worry, we'll be gentle. Hanako, don't worry, we'll be gentle.
You're in it. You're in it already.
Both of us grimace in unison. Hanako's nervous grin stays plastered on her face as another couple of girls move in to meet her. It's kind of amazing that even just a month ago, she'd never have been able to cope with a situation such as this. Even when I first met her, the two of us completely alone, she sprinted from the library. So, got everything you need?
It's all packed. I just have to go by my room to pick it up on the way, and Hanako and I need to change.
I guess we'd better get going then. Hanako? Hanako's head flicks up toward us in a flash, her face rather unmistakably appreciating the chance to extricate herself from the small group gathering around her.
Coming.
The long taxi ride to the airport is surprisingly pleasant, despite the three of us being rather squashed together to fit in the small back seat. On the other hand, maybe despite isn't the right word. Lily pays the fare to the driver as we file out, Hanako's eyes flittering left and right. Thankfully, there aren't too many people around, most of them being inside the main building rather than milling around outside. It isn't hard to spot Akira and Hidaki leaning against the fence while talking to pass the time. A large black travel bag, complete with wheels and travel handles, leans against the fence alongside them. Hideaki is the first to notice us, pointing us out to Akira, who goes on an over-enthusiastic wave.
Hey, hi.
I grab Lily's travel bag for her as we go to meet the two, earning a nod of appreciation.
I've got all my stuff here. Got yours. Plane ticket as well? Don't worry, I have everything. You?
Yep, all ready to go.
Not without some problems along the way, I might add. A snide remark has his head roughly dragged around by a very firmly clapped on a hand.
Yeah, I sort of forgot I was in my trousers. It was in my trousers pocket. Trousers that I put in the wash. Oh no. Don't worry, don't worry. Did you know you can print out tickets if you order online nowadays? It's really cool.
Hideaki's pained expression says that this wasn't a solution found quickly. It could have been worse, I guess.
We'd better start off then. Check-in should be ready by now. Yeah, you're right.
There's a certain amount of wistfulness in both their voices. To say nothing of the people left behind, meeting their family again after all these years would be a big what for them?
Would be big for them.
Would be big for them.
You're adding words again.
Well, would be like what? Oh, never mind.
Lily?
Hanako wraps Lily in a gentle hug to say goodbye, one which is warmly reciprocated. Lily and I share a brief hug afterwards, each of us saying our goodbyes. Beside us, Akira and Hideaki break off from a small hug and a word or two between them. It would probably look quite nice if not for the almost comical height difference between the two. Lily takes a hold of her sister's arm once all that needs to be said in farewells is said, the two walking past the huge glass doors.
Goodbye, Hisao. Hanako.
See ya. Don't do anything stupid, shorty.
We wave at them until they disappear from sight in the throng of people moving about inside, and then we're alone. Well, that's that. I turn to see Hideaki already beginning to walk off. See ya. He throws a hand in the air in a manner I'd expect of Akira. In the end, it's just Hanako and me left standing outside. I rest my hand on her shoulder. She absent-mindedly gazes towards the front doors of the building, as if she might catch a glimpse of either of the two before they disappear. Don't worry, the time will pass fast. She hesitates for a moment, but eventually nods. Can we just take a moment that her outfit is super cute?
It's very cute.
Like, I did not expect her to dress
That like adorable little hat.
but
But
the messenger
read
hat.
what it says. It's the scorching heat of the summer, and she's wearing a friggin' jacket.
But remember, she has burns that she needs to cover up.
Yeah, but she could just have like a light long sleeve shirt. Like she didn't need to wear another layer. She's probably like dying right now.
But she
She's so
looks
hot.
fine doing it, because she is so hot.
Okay, you know what? This is Lily's arc.
I'm so-
We can't cheat on Lily. While she's away.
I'm just looking. I'm just looking.
You guys aren't official yet.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not
there,
official
There
yet.
was no kiss. There was no kiss.
But don't be a dick.
That's true. I'm just taking care of her best. We're just taking care of her best friend while she's got. That's it. That's
We are.
it. That's
But
it.
like, don't take care of her, if you know what I mean.
With the scorching
Hands to
heat of the
yourself, buddy.
summer. Hands up. Hands up. With the scorching heat of the summer sun beaming down on us, we make our way to the nearby bus stop. It's strange, really. Just when I'd begun to see Lily differently, she leaves on what almost feels like a pilgrimage to the past. In a way, though, that's just what I've been doing since coming to Yamaku. As much as I reflect on everything that's happened to me, I really am hardly unique. Everyone has their own circumstances and separate paths to get where they are now. Yet I still can't really work out on how I should proceed. My life may have practically been reset, and I still can't find anything that satisfactorily fills the hole I still feel in myself. Maybe Lily's leaving will be a good thing for me. Without her to lean on, I'll need to do more for myself. I'll have to be there for Hanako as well. It feels strange to have so much changing so quickly after my months in the hospital that seem to exist so separately from reality. But that's all the more reason for me to keep focused. I can't let any opportunity slip out of my fingers in an attempt to rebuild my life. Now, is there going to be a time skip, or are we just gonna... There is going to be a time skip. Oh my god, it's the first Lily scrap.
Whose hand is that? Is that Hanako's hand?
Was it burned?
Oh shit, I need to save.